I still don't know whether or not I like or hate the Crystarium things. Looks so...
Crystarium is... It's pretty, but it's just as pointless as everything else in the game. I mean, there is some choice in that you're choosing which role to level up first within the chunk.
Yeah.
But it's way too overdeveloped for something that's just 2 choices at best.
It could have been arranged
3,
a lot
and in
better.
fact now technically 6, but 3 of them are fake choices.
Oh look, a new recolor of an alternate. So not really a new enemy, but...
Counts.
Oh hey, yeah, those things. Oh, they have awesome like eyes and mouths though.
Hello!
I see you.
My name is Imp C. Meet my friends Imp A and Imp B. Oh my god, you're killing me!
Imp C was the Joker of the group.
Oh, what are you doing to my friends? I am Bay, I'm sad and now dead.
Those were pathetic.
Yeah.
What is the point?
We killed them so well.
Imp C went C spider, land up the water spout. We're stuck in an arc and we can't seem to get out.
Train station. What are these like?
Is that an
Are these the game versions of those Japanese pods that you can get at hotels?
I don't think the pod hotels exist anymore.
Really? Oh. I thought they were like...
Way to keep up to date with Japanese cultural development.
Yeah.
I don't know where I heard they did.
You're such a round eyes, Gaijin. I think Gaijin means round eyes. Wait.
Doesn't it mean foreign devil?
I have no idea. I'm glad I don't. No. Oh yeah, Jin means devil. That's like a thing even in our
Actually,
culture.
Jin just means person from.
Oh, really? Yeah. You couldn't even get that right.
No, Jin like DJ-I-N-N.
That's not Japanese.
Yeah, that's a name.
Oh.
No, that's the word genie comes from.
Yeah. But
it's a type
just a
of
name
thing,
of a creature
but it's
thing.
from,
yeah.
you know, Arabia.
You're doing really good at this.
Yeah.
Is it because the characters are better or because you know how to fight those guys?
I think it's because the fights are easy.
Fair. This feels like a massive area that needs to be explored, but there's clearly nothing around.
There was a ball.
I guess.
And it all looks familiar to the stuff we were at 2 hours ago. Let's call their friends with what?
This is gonna be a bitch.
Their phones?
Oh, it's not as many of them as I thought it was.
Do.
Yes? Hello? Yeah, I'm in an arc! Yeah, shit!
Is that you, Phosphoric Ooze C? I need you.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with Imp C, and then these hipsters come along and start stabbing him, and Imp A, and Imp B. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna bring my crew back here. So,
Oh god, that voice makes me need to vomit. I couldn't actually finish the line because I was just like.
At least they're killing Hope. That's part of the plan, I'm sure.
Yeah. And now Hope is gone. We've lost Hope.
So
and now he's back. Because
No!
lightning has raised.
Ah, cool.
Take this magic. This intangible healing you magic.
This thing is soaking up a lot of damage. Let's get him with some aggression.
Lightning's dying.
Oh shit, Lightning's dead.
Well,
I pushed it too far.
Yeah.
I think you need... Clearly you should have busted out another one of those, cyber horse gods.
Nah. I don't do that unless I'm on full TP and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Or something's really bitchy.
Oh, is full TP the thing where...
The TP is the gauge under lightning's health.
The one that's kind of yellow then blue and it says TP3 at the end.
Oh, right. For a second, it's something important, like you only got it once every...
It fills based on battle rank.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So the more does we get,
Oh. Great.
the more TPs we get.
And no one has TPs until they get their own transforming.
No, only the
No,
party leader has.
is the party leader at the time has the TP gauge.
Because only the party leader can do things like summon.
If Sass has one, then that means later he must be a main character, right? Can I get my hopes up?
He is technically a main character, and they are all technically main
Yeah,
characters.
and also there will be a point eventually when we can change our party leader and it will be Saz.
Yeah.
Like, Wadiad, you only have so much choice in the matter if you disagree with that, but you want that too, right?
Yeah.
The only other choices was Pupil. And he's not a
Yeah.
choice. So, if two oozes join together to make this ooze, what does that mean? Does that mean that two oozes died? Is this a new being?
No, I think they've got a joined consciousness. They're less like ooze and more like double.
Watch as only a very limited number of people in the thread get that.
Yeah.
Watch as Clever Spambot gets that.
Yeah. There are
No, there are other people that have actually been talking about that stuff after it got mentioned in the thread.
Wow.
yeah.
So,
I like to think that our viewers have refined enough tastes to enjoy tokusatsu shows. Do you ever say a thing and then not realize how ironic we were trying to be? Like, was that
do you ever
irony?
say a thing and wonder if you were meant to say it sarcastically?
Yeah, exactly. Like, how ironic was I meant to be there? I don't know. How ironic did it come out? I don't know.
Aren't things allowed to be both a joke and meant sort of sincerely?
I guess.
We can enjoy something unironically and then joke about not liking it.
Yeah.
The point is taste is subjective. So, fuck all you all if you don't like Kamen Rider.
You're allowed to like silly things, you just have to accept they're silly.
Yes. That is it, I think.
I like to think that there's only about 5 people in Britain who know what Kamen Rider even is.
Yeah. And all 5 of them are the 3 of us.
So what you're saying is that we are secretly...
Yeah.
2 people.
We are 2, but we are 1.
What?
Who left the Hell Beast in Camden Station again?
Let's just walk away. Go round it. Oh. Is that? Oh, I thought it was
This
preemptive
looks
strike.
like it'll have absurd amounts of HP,
Yeah,
so
this-
we get to juggle it.
This is the enemy. This is a recolor of the enemy where we first learnt launch.
The enemy that we first got to launch a thing for ages, and it lost the footage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a recolor of an enemy where we learnt launch and launched it, but I lost the footage.
We'd already had launched them before that, but we were just launching
Like little
slugs
shitty
that
things,
didn't
whereas-
get juggled.
Yeah.
So originally there was a great Behemoth, and now there's the great one.
Yeah. I think it was actually just called Behemoth.
So, is the difference that this one has paper hanging off it?
The difference is this one does look like meaner.
This
it
one
has
is a
spikes on
different
its tail.
colour and has... Oh, shit. This is actually a meaningful fight.
And yet still we don't know what it's doing here. Death 28. Just walk past it, ignore it completely. And then go back later.
That means that we won't get the Crystarium points.
And then go back later when he turns his back. Gorilla.
You could use your smelling salts. That actually made a really horrible noise.
Yeah.
Like that was skin gouging.
Yeah. So is it true that when you change paradigms after the first time it's quicker?
If you've let the gauge fill up properly once between times you switch, it immediately fills the gauge when you switch.
Right. So it basically just punishes you for picking the wrong one.
Or for switching a lot quick.
Yeah.
Or for not switching.
Yeah. Isn't it best just to always have a medic class? You don't have to shift back to the medic every time you take damage.
Well, no, because like
No, because then
when
the
you're having
gauge doesn't feel
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
exactly. When you have all three, the gauge feels so much quicker.
He's standing up now. Jesus.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah. He's got a chainsaw
Yeah,
weapon.
a circular saw pole.
Doesn't have to make sense. It's Final Fantasy. But
Yeah. It's like one of those little
Yeah.
wind things.
Yeah, this is a really cool fight. How come he didn't get a cutscene, but those like statues did?
Even they barely got a
Because
cutscene.
Yeah.
the statues... Oh, the statues might have been good. No, they didn't look anything like the vaguely center things we've seen before.
Yeah.
The statues were new and glowy.
Yeah.
It would make sense if they were recolours of the centaur ones, because they had a centaur sword flying around.
Centaurian.
They
Centaurian.
were centaurier than the vaguely centaur things we've seen before. The vaguely centaur things we've seen before were very definitely.
Were they the centauriers? I think Farry
Yeah, but it's staggered, so
so he's
not. So I hope we get launch.
How do you launch? Oh, I see the stagger gauge and the
She's
percentage
ruining
of
rather than
damage
doing
gauge.
anything else, and there must be a reason for that.
It's...
Can alter own form. Capable of inflicting pain.
It's resistant to magics.
Which doesn't explain why it was...
I think, is it just because he's big and they're like... There you go.
Yeah. That's all the life.
Nice.
Very good.
And then the camera doesn't know who to focus on.
0 stars. Doesn't know who did the best because they all did terrible. You did, you did not catch the joke of that. Oh, that wasn't very monumental at all then. Let's just carry on with them.
Yep.
Yep. I made this boss, but I don't know where to put it. Put him in the subway.
I get the feeling with quite a lot of these dungeons that they are the video game equivalent to a dungeon master winging it.
They're not really dungeons so much as they're the only step you can take.
Like, he kind of picks up a random enemy from somewhere and is like, I'll put this in this corridor because that will give the party a thing. But there's no plot reason for them to be there.
Yeah.
So other than them killing it, that nothing else happens. They get loot.
For all you know, they are the natural inhabitants of this sort of environment. It's not like any of the environments are things that make sense or exist.
No, but like that big thing, we've only seen one of it, and it seemed to be important enough that you're like, that should have got a cutscene. But the fact that it wasn't,
It
just
was another recolor of something that's always been sort of big and nasty, but not really a
I guess.
plot
It's
thing.
kind of a suspension
weapon
of
for
disbelief breaking in a... just because...
Who still has their belief suspended in this? Disbelief suspended in
Well,
this game?
it becomes less of a this game is ridiculous and more of a the developers are literally saying, okay, can you beat this?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know, I completely agree with you. Need some kind of landmark. Maybe the flower slugs.
Need some Kalemok. I know, this place does look pretty
Look to the
boring.
left.
I'm glad that me and Hope can finally agree.
This game needs a landmark. Oh, fuck these enemies. These enemies are a landmark.
By this point, the Final Fantasy series needs a landmark.
Yeah.
Time for another approach.
Isn't it ironic that Final Fantasy is one of the longest running series?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've already
Imagine
made
if
that
Final Fantasy 1 was the final one.
joke. Imagine if they counted down from 20. If like the first one was called Final Fantasy 20.
I want a series to do that,
Yeah.
just to see how, like, how much faith they have in the series. Like,
Yeah.
if it's called, like,
Yeah.
Brand New Game 3, you know that they only,
Then, yeah.
like,
What if it's really popular? Do you make New Game 0?
Yeah.
The problem is,
Or you make a prequel called 6.
when you start out a game with the intent of it being a huge series, you get Xenosaga.
Yes.
Oh, is that the one that you really like? Or is it Xeno...
No,
is it Xenoblade
don't
that's terrible?
actually. Xenoblade isn't terrible, it's just not a game I enjoy.
That one. That one. Got some Nightingale for a second there. Nocticulum.
And I think a second. Nutrient absorption.
These enemies are just so boring. And it's clear the designers saw that too, because they're like, okay, well,
Let's just put 7 of them in a fight.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
how do I make these slugs look interesting? Make them purple and have flower heads.
These are actually sort of a recolor, although they're actually a stick of flour on its head instead of whatever.
They're
Yeah.
the sort of enemies, the sort of creatures a really uncreative person would design in Spore.
Yeah. Well, they are the kind of creator who is slightly more inspired than the one who makes dicks.
I think the penis monsters are pretty cool, pretty creative. It's pretty...
H Bomber guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Who in the modern day would think to make a penis monster?
Apparently everyone. Oh,
What?
dicks for dinner.
Was he there when we entered the
Yeah, he was.
I
Yeah.
just didn't expect it to
I
all be the
didn't see
same
him at
fight.
all. That was blindsided.
I know, like I saw him, but I was like, that's clearly a different fight. Like it didn't strike me for 1 second that you'd be fighting both.
To be
but
fair,
there were only like
they're
a
not.
couple of them.
It's a new fight rather
Yeah.
than throwing the exact same thing at us again, which is
Yeah,
completely pointless in this game and happens a lot.
The dev team really has no faith in the slugs as a monster. They're like, okay, throw it in with one of the big boss monsters. Maybe that'll make them look interesting. The Grimed Claw. Bestial Claw. So, it's rare, but occasionally his claws aren't covered in grime.
Yeah.
By rare, does that mean that one of the 3 we fight in the game will have one? Does that mean we have to reload if we want a Grimed Claw? A
The Lancer.
Yeah.
The RNG has to say that we get a big round claw.
People actually will do that, won't they?
Yeah.
That's
Actually, no, not in this game because they come back, don't they? Like if you were to
You
leave.
run on and then come back because it is the equivalent of a random fight.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting the best weapon in some Final Fantasy games?
You're thinking of that one chest in 12
Yeah.
that you have to not open a bunch of random chests.
Yeah.
Well, actually random, but like a bunch of
Specific ones, in
Yeah.
fact, not random ones. Yeah.
a bunch of specific but really arbitrary ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you do that, there's still a really tiny chance of it being there.
Awful.
Really tiny
The
chance.
thing is, it's not actually supposed to be something that you worry about, it's just supposed to be a way of it's just supposed to be a way of, like, maybe you'll get this, maybe you won't. It's not supposed to be hidden so much as something you might or might not get.
Yeah.
But anyone who actually wants it will keep reloading until they get it,
Yeah.
no matter what.
And that is what is wrong with video game players.
Yeah. I lack the capacity to care.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm down a begrimed claw.
The thing is, in that case, it wasn't a begrimed claw, it was the best weapon in the game.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like,
But even then,
if like by the sounds of it, the game wasn't built with the idea of you definitely having the best
Yeah,
weapon in
no.
mind.
Also, there was another way of getting it, it was just even more obnoxious.
Right? What was that?
beat the game 3
There was
times.
a tiny steal chance on something that was horrible to fight.
Oh.
I see.
Are there any new game plus things for this game?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
think there is a new
The
game plus.
Crystarium doesn't. Oh, sorry. It's not new game.
It's
Plus,
not new game
Post.
plus. There is the
Ending
post-game content is actually post-game content. Like you can carry on playing the game after the
Yeah.
final boss, and
'Cause-
beating the final boss gives you the final Crystarium upgrade.
Yeah. So we'll see how much we do of that.
It's just gonna be on its own. Actually, we just made us fight one with slugs.
just in case.
Yeah,
you
it's like, you know what? I don't think you proved that you could beat this enemy
on its
well
own.
enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do that exact same fight again. You know, the really slow one.
Well, actually, you could have walked past the last two. This one spotted us.
Yeah.
So they're just making sure you definitely fought a greater Behemoth
Yeah.
during your experience in the arc.
It's important.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot from this.
Yeah.
Did you know that when a Behemoth gets angry, it stands up on its legs and pulls off its hat and uses it as a saw?
And knowing is half the.
It really is half the battle in this
Yeah.
game, though.
Knowing is in fact the entirety of the battle in Final Fantasy XIII. Learn tactic, win.
I know the point of RPGs is meant to be there's like a percentage of missing and of the damage, but it never really factors in. You just push the buttons and
Yeah. And see, now he's angry, so he becomes all big and goofy.
takes off his
Has a
hat.
new health bar.
Yeah.
Greatest
That
to be.
also.
He has tattoos. What tattoo parlor will bother to put ink on a Behemoth?
If he turned up at your tattoo parlor and was like, I want one that says I love mum, you're not gonna say, no.
You're a bit big.
No greater Behemoth who can crush me. I will not serve you.
That's a good point. I'm glad that the Greater Behemoth sounds like that to you too.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how I was imagining him.
Oh, I love. I'm a greater Behemoth.
If I could,
But I don't let my job define me.
if I could do that voice, I would do it all the time.
Oh, I treat you. I like you. The thing is, doing that voice, I progressively just end up at the hitcher, like, I like you, boy. I want to protect you. Heels up inside you.
The reason why she's ruining all the time is it's the only thing she can do.
Why's that?
She's got thrown a dumb status effect at us.
Oh, I see. Right, fair enough.
Ruin's pretty good though.
Yeah, but it means that she can't lunge.
Launch it, which means that we're not stopping it from doing anything.
Yeah. Like, so we can still win the fight, we're just slow.
This is a very stupid status effect. What does pain do? I saw them inflicting pain before.
I think it's some sort of silly non-elemental magic.
Pain gap. No, that is the one that gives you the status effect that is bad.
Do you guys all remember the flashbacks with Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII?
It seems to be like silence, but instead of stopping you from doing magic, it stops you from
Doing
hitting things.
Yeah. What was that? H-bomb?
With Sephiroth, the flashbacks he used to have with Cloud.
Yeah, like
where he was-
Nibelheim being on fire.
Yeah, he was like insanely powerful. Like he had like
Yeah.
Earthquake, Gaga, and just killed everything, and Cloud would die in every fight.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was fun. Why isn't that in this? Why didn't they literally rip the section from that game?
Yeah, no, but it will be with Lightning and Space Pope. The Adventures of Lightning and Space Pope.
Because it
That
was,
sounds like a much better thing if you didn't know
Anything about the
this game
characters, yeah.
than it actually would be.
Yeah.
it was an interesting way of demonstrating the power of Sephiroth, and this is just sort of none of that.
Hey guys, competition time. Make a thing dedicated to the adventures of Lightning and Space Pope, be it a comic, a bit of creative writing, you repeating the words Lightning and Space Pope over and over again in monotone into a microphone, anything. The best one will get points for the continuing competition. And you now know that I definitely am doing a competition that gives out prizes, because,
Yeah, Ada's one of the prizes.
yeah,
If 13 had been made in the 80s, that would have been a cartoon show spin-off.
yeah.
Lightning and Space Pope. 0. What did you do? What did you do?
Because he had that status effect, he
Oh,
couldn't
yes.
launch it, and so it was just a really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ratings are based entirely on time spent.
Exactly. So it was really long.
And you couldn't even, like, undo the effect.
I'm
You just
going
had to
push
deal with it?
because we kind of have a
It's really unfair.
There might have been a. Actually, no, because we had white mage. Not white mages, medics out.
Is there a remove status thing, or is that just pure?
There probably is, but if we had it, the AI didn't work out to use it.
The different kinds of status spells are the sort of things I ignore when I play RPGs. I just sort of hope I don't need them.
Yeah.
If the game's any good, they are actually useful.
Yeah.
I
And
don't play
thus
good
they are not
RPGs.
useful in like
Yeah.
80% of games.
Yeah. Need I remind you, my favourite RPG is Mystic Quest.
What? Apparently there's something we've missed somehow.
Off in the distance of this arbitrarily 3D chart of levels and
Yeah, there needs to be a... there's zoom out, but that doesn't help at all!
Toggle zoom.
there's also this weird watery effect over the whole screen. Like, they really wanted to pretty this.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Aurora
Yeah.
Borealis.
What does that do? Damage to
It's
multiple targets?
it's the Blizzarga of air spells.
The Blizzara.
Blizzara. Sorry.
Blizzarga does sound better.
That's that. But that's the step up.
Ara and Arga actually have different advantages from each other in this normally.
Oh, really?
What's
What
the
are they?
I don't know exactly. I know for status effects, Ara is something like Ara applies to all and Arga lasts longer or something.
All right, I didn't know that.
Someone
That's-
posted that in the thread.
Fair. I do read your posts. It's just, there's quite a lot of them because I don't update very often. Sorry, buddy Ed, I'm gonna fondle you for a second because I dropped my pencil on you.
I read all the posts by Adis, so I pretty much read the thread.
Yeah.
And just find Adis's first post and click the question mark, and I have the entire continuity of the thread.
Yep. Whereas I do that, but with me. I joke about that, then I realise actually probably quite a lot of people do that because I post the videos.
Why do you need to keep track of the videos you post?
I don't, I just like to hear the sound of my own typing.
You really do.
Surely that would be better served by posting than reading old ones.
You think that, but I can't post in our thread when I haven't updated for a while because I feel really bad.
Yeah, people will see, oh, Bork have posted.
Exactly.
You say that, but
Yeah.
people won't believe you.
Yeah.
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 There's a blessing and a curse.
The silence speaks volumes about this game.
Yep. Crystarium, Crystarium,
So
Crystarium, Crystarium,
Did we even need that fourth strand?
Crystarium, Crystarium, Crystarium,
You will-
Crystarium, Crystarium, Crystarium. Is this in tune? Who cares? Crystarium, Crystarium, Crystarium,
And then I realise I've actually finished doing the
Crystarium,
Crystarium.
Crystarium, Crystarium.
It's in tune.
It is.
Can you
Well,
do
it's in
Spanish?
tune with itself.
Can you do Spanish guitar with ukulele?
Not really. No. Anyway, I'll put that down until it is appropriate. Because no one wants overuse of a ukulele.
When is it inappropriate?
We are progressively gathering props for our LPs. We've now, the notes have always been a thing. Then there was the harmonica. Then there was then it was guitar, then harmonica, now ukulele.
And occasionally there was Mr. Moon,
Yeah. My favourite prop.
who was going to be here.
He was going to be here, but he couldn't take time out for a week to go to a caravan in
Time out
Wales.
from not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff.
He wasn't. I
But
don't think he was that into the idea of hanging out in a caravan for
I wonder why someone might not be down
Yeah.
with the idea of hanging around
in a caravan for days. Yeah.
playing video games.
Yeah. So, did they close up all the pod places in Japan?
What are these pod places you guys are talking
They're
about?
like hotels. That are
They're
tiny,
hotels
tiny
where the
pods.
entire room is a bed
Yeah.
in
Right.
a tube.
Tiny,
And there are
tubes, yeah.
like these stacks of beds in tubes.
Yeah.
Is it just like really cheap accommodation, or
But, like, you have a TV, you have everything you could possibly need built into the walls of your tube.
Yeah. It's a bit
isn't that
like...
just really claustrophobic and horrible?
Yeah, it's a bit like the hotels in Human Revolution.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's a thing in Deus Ex and looks horrible.
Yeah, well, those
exist.
Those were real, apparently.
Existed, yeah.
So apparently they became legal again in the Deus Ex future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won a battle.
Those... Running out of songs.
Yeah.
Those stars, when you win, look really shiny and nice.
Yeah.
I really want a gold star.
Aw,
They make you work for them, though.
they do.